News Service.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the LWGen Courtesy Desk. My name is Paul. I got my buddy Marcus with me out here this morning. Marcus, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Hey, Marcus, today is International Mosquito Day.
Yeah, right.
And, Marcus, you've got a controversial take on mosquitoes, which I'll be honest with you, I think I'm with you on it. But about a month ago, you kind of said, hey, we don't need mosquitoes.
Right, which was inaccurate in some ways.
Well, I don't know.
Well, because there are things in the ecosystem that do eat mosquitoes, and that is productive for them to have mosquitoes around.
For them,
for bats and other kinds of things.
Right, but
in the
who wants
environment
bats either?
Right, well, see, now that's the rabbit hole you're going down.
Yeah.
I'm not going down that. So.
All right, so anyhow, we're going to have this conversation, but we're also, because we believe in technology, we're going to give you a poll question here. Do you support the elimination of mosquitoes in our ecosystem?
There it is.
And it's a yes, so I don't care. And the last phone number for is who let the dogs out.
Here's my issue with this, because there's more than 1 million people die every year because of mosquito-borne illness.
There we are.
And that's what this day is really about today, I believe. It's about creating awareness of that issue.
Yeah.
So the question is, if you eliminated the mosquitoes, you would save human lives, but you would potentially disrupt the ecosystem. But there are researchers out there at esteemed universities, scientists, who do believe that the ecosystem would adapt in some ways. Now, they are doing things, like they are taking this bacteria and injecting it in labs into mosquitoes and then releasing these mosquitoes out into the wild and making other mosquitoes sterile.
Right, which I like this. Hold on one second. The voting now is on who let the dogs out is at 39%.
But to greatly decrease the mosquito population. So you don't completely eliminate all of them, so then the rest of the ecosystem can adjust, but at the same time, you could potentially save hundreds of thousands of human lives here. That is my issue with this. Like, where are we ranking what we're ranking? And a lot of these lives are overseas somewhere else. So I think a lot of people around here don't really think about it because we don't worry as much about Zika and malaria as places like countries in Africa and other places do. So I'm thinking about the people. Is what I'm
you care about humanity. If we lose a zillion bats, who gives a flying fart?
Okay, that is your opinion.
But I don't like bats. Robin, you like bats?
I don't like anything
Pat,
in nature.
you like bats?
Right.
I'm indifferent.
Yeah.
That's
he's staying out of this.
I like Batman.
He gets enough heat. He gets enough heat.
Larry, are you pro-bat or?
I'm pro-bat, yes.
Yeah,
I just want to let the dogs out. That's all I care about right now.
But think of also the quality of life if you didn't have to worry about getting eaten alive by mosquitoes out every summer.
You get bit by them or does your
all
wife?
the
You
time.
get them?
Yes, all the time.
I'll be honest, I can think of a few people I wouldn't mind going by the way of a mosquito.
So you see a small need for the mosquitoes, just targeted specifically.
Yeah, I think if we could have a say in the million, maybe that would be a little bit better.
All right. So let's just check in on the voting here one more time. The question is, do you support the elimination of mosquitoes in our ecosystems? And there's that QR code, and you can do it. Now, I got to believe we've got at least 10 people to vote on this. What's the exact number, Aline? Do you have it? 350 people, which is 300 more than I was expecting to get involved. And they are with you and me.
And the dogs.
And who let the dogs out is number 2.
The surprising thing is 10 people rushed to their phone to vote that they didn't care. Who are those 10 people?
Well, probably the smartest ones up there, probably.
It is an interesting topic, right?
It is.
You start having some good conversations because there's a lot of stuff in our ecosystem, frankly, I don't care about. And I don't need you smart people out there telling me why I should and how irresponsible and ignorant I am. You've heard from all of them.
Yeah, I've heard from a lot of them.
I don't need you smart people on this.
There are people.
There are other smart people who tell you go to hell.
But there are smart people who are working on this issue because it is a big issue of an important issue, actually.
We should still let the dogs out, though.
We should 100% still let the dogs out. There we are.
Why did we have 4 options in this poll? Why not just have 2? I don't understand.
If you people don't care, I'm happy to see it's such a small percentage of people who don't care.
That's right, exactly.
This is
550 now. Yeah, and I'm still, yes is still winning.
There we are. And I know our conversation is a little bit biased because you and I are both, I don't like mosquitoes.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things.
I feel like there's a need for them, though, that we don't know about.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
We're not smart enough.
There is a need for them.
Yeah.
Like there definitely is things to eat them, but the question is, would they adapt to eat something else if the mosquito population greatly decreased?
Who are we talking about who needs them?
Right.
Bats.
Right. Bats.
What do we need bats for? We don't need
I'm
bats.
sure we need
another
them for
topic.
something.
All right, then you take them in your yard if you're so insistent that we need them. But let's get them the hell out
All
of
right,
here.
we can
also.
send a nature lady after him now.
Yeah.
All right,
Come
I took the
on.
heat from the
Please.
snow,
Yeah,
the
again,
bats.
all you science smart people,
Yeah.
I don't want to. 700 people are.
Email these
That's it.
geniuses directly, would
Paul
you
just
please?
likes edible animals.
You are 100% correct. All right, next week we'll address drive-throughs and the ways to get people on and off airplanes.
Yes.
Those things need to be
right.
addressed as well. All right, thank you, Mark.
You're
Here's what's going on with our weather.